What's cracking with you people? Anansi here and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In the last one, we saved Juhani from the dark side of the Force and brought her back to the Jedi Enclave, thus completing our trials to become a Jedi Padawan. We even earned this snazzy robe. But we also learned that Juhani's fall to the dark side was orchestrated by her own master to teach her how easily it is for one to fall to the dark side of the Force. And Karth, and I believe Mission, who was with us at the time, rightfully called out how utterly moronic this idea was, because if we had chosen to go down the dark path, we would have just outright killed Juhani right then and there. In this one, we're going to talk to the council and see what we are going to do next. I believe Master Vandar is who we want to talk to.
It is good to see Juhani has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this. Your actions give us great hope for the future. Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Dantooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate this. The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for.
I'd like to ask you some. What happened to the Jedi who went to investigate?
We do not know. That is one of the things you must investigate. We fear the worst. Is there anything else you want to know?
Why doesn't Master Rook like me?
Master Rook may seem harsh and critical, but he understands the dangers that lie in your path. He wants you and Bastila to be fully prepared when you finally face Lord Malak. The way ahead will be difficult for young Bastila, and for you. But you must draw strength from each other. May the Force be with you.
Alright, well, we're stuck with Bastila. This character this character must be a member of your party at this time. So we'll bring in Karth.
I demand justice! The Sandral family is a blight upon Dantooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Sandrals are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matale we will look into his son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
Is there anything else I should know?
These two families have been settled here for some years now.
And causing me no end of trouble.
Indeed, they have been settled here for some time, and feuding ever since.
What caused this feud?
I do not know how the original feud started, but they want nothing to do with each other. As you may have heard, Alan Matale believes that his son, Shen, has been kidnapped by Nurik Sandral.
Curiously, Nurik's son Cassus has been missing for some time as well. I fear Nurik may suspect Alon in this.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Where are they settled?
Both families have settled to the south of this enclave. The Matales are the closer of the two. Both have similar estates, but Alan is much more paranoid about his, and guards it quite heavily. Is there anything else you wish to know?
Now, this is a bit of a redundant question, but which families are involved?
The Sandral and Matali families are involved. The Sandrals live far to the south. The head of that family is Nurik Sandral. He is a stern man, but I believe him fair. Under the present circumstances, though, who knows? Alan Matali can be much more unstable. He is convinced of his own importance and can be a most oppressive individual at times. He lives closer to the Enclave, but still to the south. Is there anything else you wish to know?
I will investigate if there is time.
If Shen Matali is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matali and Sandral estates. We must not allow that to happen.
Your study and training are important, of course. But the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this, young Padawan.
Not to mention that I wouldn't mind getting out of this enclave for a bit. I mean, come on, how bad could it be?
So we have upgrades for Bastila. Now, here's the thing. The Jedi the Jedi in this moment are letting us know that, yeah, sure, you do have the big fish of dealing with the Sith to contend with. Bastila?
Ready.
Okay. Here we go. That must have gotten caught in some level geometry. But we do have the big fish of dealing with the Sith to contend with. That is true, and we shouldn't neglect that. But at the same time, we also cannot neglect the smaller issues of maintaining peace throughout the galaxy, even in these smallest of scenarios. So you have a choice. You can either handle the ancient Jedi ruins and figure out the ancient ruins anyway, and figure out what it was Malik and Revan were looking for, or you can handle the Matale and Sandral feud. Now, when I first got to this part, I usually handled the Matale and Sandral feud. It seemed like the thing to do at the time. But what you want to do is you actually want to handle the ancient ruins first. It is actually in your best interest to do this. Trust me on this one. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and follow and start our journey following the path of Revan and Malik and see what it was that set them on this path. Because it seems as though whatever led them to the dark side began here. Spooky. His droid is speaking a language you do not recognize. What language is that? What are you trying to say? His droid is speaking a language you do not recognize. Bastila, do you have any idea what this droid is saying?
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
I can reproduce any of the languages spoken by the slaves and the builders. I recognize this. Oh, but hey, I understood that.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Communication was vital to ensure that the slaves constructed this temple according to the wishes of the builders. You are not of the slave species. Neither are you of the builders. You are like the one who came before.
It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
Are you some type of guardian? I am the overseer. The builders programmed me to enforce discipline among the slaves while this monument to the power of the Starforge was constructed. At project completion, all slaves were executed. I was reprogrammed to serve should a builder return in search of knowledge of the Starforge. How long have you been here? My chronological searches have marked over 10 full revolutions of the system's outermost planet known around the sun since the builders left.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. The builders constructed my chronological circuitry using the technology of the Starforge itself. Now the calculations are infallible. Who are these builders you keep talking about? The builders are the great masters of the galaxy, the conquerors of all worlds, the rulers of the infinite empire, and the creators of the Starforge.
These builders must have been an extinct people, though it is strange there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
The droid speaks Selkath. Maybe they were the builders. The Selkath were nothing but slaves and servants of the true masters. Like all the other species, they bowed down before the might of the builders of the Starforge. The empire of the builders is infinite and everlasting. None can stand against their might of the power of the Starforge. Have you seen a builder recently? I have been here ever since the completion of this monument, and all this time no builder has returned to seek information on the Starforge. What is the Starforge? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. Now, sure, that narrows it down. But what is it? What does it do? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. You have no clue, do you?
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Or in fact, it could be anything.
Could it have been a factory or a weapons plant?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
What is your purpose here again? Now that the slaves are gone, my purpose is to aid those who seek knowledge of the Starforge, if they are worthy. The ones who came before you, the ones like you, not builders but not slaves, sought knowledge of the Starforge and its origins. They proved themselves worthy. They discovered the secrets of the Starforge locked beyond the sealed door behind me. but it was another who failed to unlock the secrets and paid the ultimate price.
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The Council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
Did you kill the Jedi over there? I am not programmed for combat. I did not harm the one who failed. This temple form protection can destroy those who seek into the Star Forge if they are deemed unworthy. How can I prove myself worthy? Enter the proving ground to the east and west. Within them, those who understand the will of the builders can unlock their secrets and open the doors. But those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I am not programmed to say.
Revan and Malik unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malik is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Okay, so sucks because Nemo was actually a really decent dude. A sigil crystal and a Jedi Knight robe. So we immediately upgrade from Jedi to Jedi Knight. Gives us a +2 defense bonus and a +8 dexterity. So we basically just get an extra defense bonus. And the sigil gives us +1, is a +1 to 6 energy and +1 attack. Blue, snazzy. Let me ask you some questions. What do you know about the builders? Okay, we'll leave that where it is. So we gotta go to the east and west. So basically to the left and right. A guardian droid. So he's not programmed for combat, but it's very clear these other droids are. All right, Bastila, I'm gonna need you to stun this droid a little bit. I'm gonna need you guys to actually, come up here and start doing some damage to this guy. Now these guardian droids are actually pretty dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. They will give you a run for your money if you are not careful. I usually don't have too much trouble with them because I'm usually overpowered due to pulling off the level 1 run every time. Every time I sit up here and and come to this part. Okay, I've been too slow on the draw on that one. Med pack. Do an advanced med pack actually. Don't have many of these left. I think this is my last one. Ooh, that was a critical hit. I felt that. Ion grenade. I get desperate there because man, oh man, this thing is kicking my butt. Garf, can you actually use a power blast here? And he missed. Okay. Okay, frag grenade. Frag out. Ooh, when in doubt, frag it to death. Okay, how am I missing so much? Come on, guys. I swear, if this thing one taps me by surviving on so little health, I'm going to be insanely upset. Cause y'all see that, right? Y'all see. I'm about to say, y'all see how little is losing health, despite it's like it's right there, you know. Okay, screw it. Plasma grenade. Okay. That took longer than it needed to. Okay.
Ready?
I'm here.
What?
Yeah, that was some BS. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to save. Because, oh boy, I am not trying to deal with that again. But I can tell you right now. Yeah, no, this part's a lot harder than I was expecting. Okay, ancient terminal. The ancient computer hums and throbs as you approach it. Its screen flickers to life and a stream of incomprehensible characters scroll across it. Let's talk to the computer. There goes silent. It streamed blank. A few extremely unusual characters didn't appear on the screen. Let's press a button. The machine stands silent, waiting. Press many buttons at random. Insert your data pad into the receptacle. Well, let's try kicking it. Your foot hurts. Let's try attempt to... Nothing, okay. Insert your data pad into the receptacle. There seems to be interfacing with your data pad. The screen goes blank again, and then more familiar characters begin to appear on the screen. Okay. Hirsiki, Jesus, Un, Sohe, Itosukuf. Press a button. Let's retrieve your data pad. It seems to be locked into the ancient computer. It does not budge. Press many buttons at random. Let's try to talk to the computer. Again, humming softly. It appears to be processing data from your data pad. Your data pad is released from the receptacle and the machine goes silent for a moment before flickering to life again. Data interpretation complete. Language analysis complete. Continue. Identify the 3 primary life-giving seed worlds. Okay. Well, grassland. Type planetary type conductive to life. Additional seed world types. Oceanic. Arboreal. Like breaking life seal. Okay. The life seal has been broken. Interesting. Now let's go to this side. Another guardian droid. Oh, great. Okay.
I'm here.
Sure.
Okay, come on now. Okay, my character's probably gonna die here. Yeah, if we die here, I'll probably have to bring T3 in because these Guardian droids are extremely dangerous. Okay, why am I missing? Come on. Oh, now it stuns. And it still misses. Yeah, I distinctly remember that once I learned to do the level 1 run and I would get to this part, I would have so many skills to just utterly obliterate these droids with that I basically was able to complete this in like less than 10 minutes. But with these Guardian droids being as dangerous as they are, yeah, it's no wonder. And I know I'm not on hard mode. Yeah, I probably have to just let myself die here. Yeah, I can see how Nemo died, which, if you don't remember, Nemo was actually one of the more pleasant characters we actually talked to earlier. Always talking about, like, I'm like a really chill dude, you know?
Ready?
Come on. Karth, I'm gonna need you to actually hit this guy. Why are you missing? Oh, that was the last charge out of Sip Energy Shield. Okay, well, Cryo Bang Grenade. Try some Sonic Grenades. Another one. Another one. Boom. Okay.
I'm here.
What?
Gonna be the first to admit that was some bull. And just to save my neck again, we're going to save again because, oh boy, I do not remember this part being this hard. I really don't.
Yes?
Just goes to show you that I have been straight up spoiled by doing that level 1 run all the freaking time. Okay, so let's heal. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay. Talk to computer. So we gotta insert our data pad. And then we gotta talk to computer. Okay, it's been identify the 3 primary death-giving seed worlds. Well, first would be desert, the volcanic, and barren. Breaking death seals. We had to unlock the life and death seal. It's kind of interesting that the life room was falling apart and the death room is in pristine condition. Foreshadowing or just the developers being pretentious? You decide. Now, let's go talk. No, wait. This is open now. Should be able to just walk on through. What's this?
This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
But what is it?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
I still don't understand about the Starforge. What does it do?
I don't know, but Revan and Malak were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more. But I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manaan. But there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
Perhaps those worlds have more clues.
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malak visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it.
That sounds like quite a supposition. What if you're wrong?
What if I'm right? We can't ignore this. Finding the Starforge might very well be the key to defeating the Sith. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Well, that is quite the, bet in the farm situation, huh? Well, Ancient Droid, what do you guys say? You have proven yourself worthy. The sealed door is open. You must turn to the Starforge. You must pass through the door to the room beyond. I'll be going now. I shall remain here as programmed by the builders. It's interesting that this ancient droid doesn't have a record of galactic basic, aka English, inside the system, which means that it's old enough that the human race, because it doesn't recognize us as one of the slave races. So it's old enough that the humans weren't even around for this, and old enough that the basic language wasn't even a thing. So there's that. We're going to call it here for today. We have our first clue as to the path that Revan and Malak took. We're probably going to have to investigate Korriban, Kashyyyk, Manaan, and Tatooine. I don't know why I blanked on that. But for the time being, we're going to kill this Kath Hound, and I will meet you back here in the next one. I have been Anansi, you have been awesome. And we're having Kath Hound ribs tonight, baby. Yeah, yo!